Very nice. So we have vocabulary notebook. So amazing. Word forks. All right, when you learn a new word, find other words in the same word family. For example, the nouns, the verbs, the adjectives, and make word forks. You can add example sentences. For example, we have the word frightened. And from this word, we have different other words. Oh, that's too big. So frightened can be a verb to frighten, fly, frightens me, frightens me. Or adjective, the flight was frightening. Or the passive frightening, I felt frightened during the takeoff. And the noun, I had a terrible fright. So let's take a look at the next words. The word amaze. The verb is when I arrived, the city amazed me. Next, what's the next?
Adjective. The
Yeah,
architecture was amazing.
amazing. Next,
And the other one is I was amazed when when I saw the buildings.
very nice. Continue.
Um, and the next one is learning has always fascinated me.
Very good. Fascinated. Next,
Um, Rome is a fascinating city.
very good. And the last one,
I'm always fascinated just to watch the people there.
what is it?
It's a verb.
It's a verb?
Yes,
A verb. I am always
fascinated.
fascinated. Is that a verb?
Yes.
In what tense?
Well, actually, the homework I do in the platform.
Okay. But what tense is this? Fascinated. Is it simple present or simple past or any other?
Simple past.
Simple past with
Yes.
I am.
No, it's, it's simple present.
Fascinated is simple present.
Mm,
It's not a verb. Think again. Give it another try.
Adjective.
Yes, it's an adjective. Hi, Abigail.
Hi, teacher.
Thank you. And Eduardo is here, but I don't know what's with.
Teacher, one question. What is the
Yes,
deadline for the lesson planning of today? Is there
for the
a
weeks,
deadline?
for the weeks lesson
Yes.
plans,
Uh-huh.
the deadline is Mondays 9 p.m.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello,
I was a
Eduardo.
little
Yeah, go ahead.
I was a little busy in the
Hi,
morning
teacher.
and I just got home and I'm making lunch right now for everybody. So, but I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, you
Listen.
have time. Hello, Eduardo, Liliana. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, teacher. I'm great.
Very good, guys. So what do we have for number 3? Diana, what do you have for number 3?
Um, the first one I have verb, and the verb is what impressed me the impressed me most was the beach.
Okay, very good. Next. Adjective.
The beach was impressive.
And next, what is the next one?
Verb,
A verb.
adjective. Right now, I'm not pretty sure.
Let's continue with this. What do we need to put in here?
The beach was clean, impressed me.
Oh, wow.
Teacher,
Yes, mister.
a verb, when we use a verb in this topic,
The example is right here. That's a verb. But let's take a look at a different example. The movie was very entertaining. I was very okay. In this little example I gave you, what is entertaining?
Adjective.
It's an adjective. Very good. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thanks. So this is an adjective.
Bless you.
What about the second one? The second, the entertained.
Adjective for a person.
It's an adjective as well, right? What's the difference between the two?
and the first one I'm describing the movie, and the second one, how did I feel, right?
Yes, what the movie costs to you. So the first one we can call it is an active adjective, and the other one is a passive adjective. Something like that. Yes. One of them is direct, and the other one is indirect. Now, the verb would be the movie notice the similitude. This guy is very similar to this word. They are very similar, aren't they? What's the difference between the two? The only difference between these two words is the position inside the sentence. Their position is what matters, is what gives them their importance. The first entertained is after a verb be. And the verb be is used to describe. So in that first sentence I have right here, in this sentence one, I'm gonna write down. In sentence one, I'm using the word to describe. And we know the words that describe are adjectives. But in sentence number 2, there is no verb be. Where is entertained? Entertained is right after the subject. And what is always after the subject? Do you
Verb,
remember? Yes,
the verb,
the subject is always the verb. We always have in the position of the sentences, number 1 is the subject, and number 2 is the verb. So in sentence number 2, the word entertained is a verb. And this verb, we see that is in simple past, entertained. Why simple past? Could it be
because
present perfect? Nope, because if it was present perfect, past perfect, and it was participle, we will need the auxiliary have, which we don't have. And since the verb, the auxiliary have is not present in the sentence, it is not present perfect. It's simple past. Now, if my verb is in simple past, can I use it in simple present? Yes. Let's write an example in simple present. The movie how can I say that sentence? The word enter, this verb entertained in simple past, how do I do it in simple present? Who has an idea?
entertains,
Entertains. There. The movie entertains me. Oh, me. I missed me. There. The movie entertains me very much. And now we have a verb in simple present. And of course we have the S because we are talking about a third person singular, the movie. We can do it in first person, I or you. Let's try it with you. You it's too much. Me very much. How do I write the verb? This verb entertains in second person, you.
entertain,
Simple like that, entertain. Entertain. You entertain me very much. And this object right here, we can change it. You entertain the kids, you entertain the students, you entertain the people, any other indirect object. Actually, it will be direct object. Yes, guys? Is this okay? Or would you like another example?
teacher, excuse me, impressed, if I wrote the beach was impressive is incorrect with ing.
One more time.
It's in, um, it's incorrect. The adjective for the beach. The beach was impressiving with ing. It's incorrect.
Yeah, that would be
Instead
incorrect.
of okay,
You can
the
say it.
adjective is impressive.
You can say it impressing. Okay, that would be understandable, but the correct form is impressive. Anybody who can understand you like this, it would be kind of acceptable, but the correct form is only like this. Impressive. All right, can I erase everything, guys, or would you like another example?
Another example, please.
Another example. All right. Who was that? Was that Leslie?
Yes, me.
Hi, Leslie. All right. I think I erased this one. The architecture was amazing. Okay, let's do another example with uh, the first one. Let's do the mesh. It's no, the first one is right there. So let's use a different one. Maybe you want to check this one. The book is boring. Sorry, book is boring. What's the next sentence, guys? Okay, now how do we say that in simple present as a verb? What is the verb? You know?
Bores?
Yes, yes, bores. Bores me. That is it. Another example? I will give you a different example. Very, very common, but not very used in class. So I was tired. My class was, how do I say that, guys?
Tiling?
I was, yeah, continue. What? One more time? What are you talking about?
No, I think we was still with boring.
But I gave you a different word. So you need to check what we're doing. I mean, I'm changing, I'm using different words to give you the examples. This is what we're
I
doing.
have one example.
Yes, mister. But we're not
Teacher,
finished with this one.
is
I
We're
have
not
one
finished.
example.
or tying?
Guys, we're not finished with this. Tired. We gotta finish this so we can move on to another example. I
Teacher,
was tired. Yes, mister.
I have an example. It could be my class was difficult. The class
Nope.
confused me.
Sure, but what you're doing here is changing the topic. I want you to be able to understand what's the
Okay.
difference between a verb and a
Okay.
subject. Right here we have, I'm sorry, I did that incorrect. Tiring. So my class was very tiring. We're using the same word in its different forms, adjectives and verbs, and nouns. So the first tire, this is an adjective. What about the second one? What is the second one? This guy
Adjective?
is also an adjective. Now, how can I use this word and transform it into a verb? And I want it here, the verb.
Tires.
Tires. As simple as that. And this one can
Oh,
be
but in
used.
simple person.
Yes, I am using
Okay.
the simple present since the beginning. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're correct. You're right, mister. In simple past would be tired me. Yes. I was using the simple present in the previous example. I was confused. But thank you for seeing it. Now we can use a different word. For example, oh, this one, tired, but as a noun. The form of a noun, it will be tiredness. Or from, it would be better from. The tiredness from my class is too much or was too much. It's okay, either way. And now this would be a noun. It's not an adjective, it's not a verb, it's noun. Now, we're going to use the word, let me see. The game was oh my god, I forget. No, yeah, exciting. Exciting. Okay, the game was exciting. Now the word that I'm using is exciting. What is that, guys? There we have the two forms of the adjectives. Now, how can I use this word as a verb? What would be the verb form? And then the noun.
Excited. Excited.
Can
Excited.
you repeat that, Liliana, please?
Excited. And the
Okay.
first line.
And that would be the verb. And the noun? There. That is a noun. Excitement. Okay, do you have any questions? Are you guys working on the platform? Okay. So going back to the vocabulary notebook homework, we have number 3, impress is an adjective, and the last one. Can you tell me, Diana, what is this word?
Adjective.
It's an adjective, yes. Very nice. And let's go for number 4. Terrify. What is terrify?
Bear.
Bear. What terrifies me? Is sailing. Next.
Adjective.
What?
Terrifying. Adjective.
Yes, terrifying.
Terrifying.
And the last one?
Adjective. Terrified.
Terrified. Perfect. There. Any questions?
Teacher, when we use what or who and the at first the sentence, the verb is in third person.
Always.
Oh, always is
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. The next part is depressed, encouraged, exhausted, and relaxed. Do you have it, guys?
Yes, teacher.
You do perfectly. What about you, Diana? Do you have it?
Only 3.
Okay. What about you, Leslie? And you, Eduardo? Do you have this?
No, I don't have it.
Leslie? No? I guess, Diana, Lina, can you please compare your answers?
Okay.
Okay. I have a doubt in my first sentence. I wrote visiting places where they happened setbacks. It depressed me. I have a doubt after where I wrote they. They draw is drop or they is correct. The
Can you
pronoun.
repeat your sentence, please?
Visiting places where they happened setbacks, it depressed me.
Setbacks?
Setbacks, sad things
Setbacks?
happen, setbacks. No, sad, sad, sad. The opposite of happy.
Sad things.
Things, yeah. Sad things, okay, sad things. Fact
But
is incorrect.
Who is they?
Fact.
Yeah, who are they?
They because situations or maybe in this place died a person,
Yes,
an important
but it doesn't make
person.
sense. What people are they? What are you talking about with they? Or is they a person or events?
Events or person. This visiting places where happen sad facts or sad things.
You're close. So visiting places, continue.
Where they happened.
No they.
No, where okay. Where sad.
Now in simple past or in simple present?
In simple past. Where
Simple
sad
past.
things.
Do you have the specific date?
In general.
You don't have a specific date.
No, in general.
Are you sure you want to use the simple past? It's not a specific. If it's not a specific, what do you use?
Past, present, and perfect.
Present perfect. So how do you say this? Visiting places where sad things
Have happened.
Yes, continue.
It depressed me.
It? What is it?
It depresses me.
But what is it?
No,
What is it?
the
The things, the places, or what?
the action to go.
The action to go. Is it here in the sentence? Is the action of going here in the sentence?
No.
Yes, it is.
Visiting with
Visiting. So you want to use, you're talking about the fact or the action of visiting depresses you, right?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. So this visiting, is this it? Correct?
Okay.
Yes, or is a different noun, a
Yeah,
different
yeah,
subject?
it's
Is the same?
yeah, it's correct.
So you're
Visiting
repeating it.
places where sad things happen.
So you are repeating it. You're repeating the
Is it
subject.
correct? So
Yeah, it's incorrect. You're repeating the subject. It's the same as saying, my father, oh my goodness, he is Beto. Is that correct?
it's incorrect.
Why?
So depressed me happened. Depressed me. Drop it.
Close, close, close. One more time. Visiting places where sad things have happened. Continue.
Depressed me.
Depresses.
Depresses me.
Because visiting,
Thank you.
you're not talking about an event in the past. You're not talking about an event, an indefinite event in the past. This is in general. Does that make sense? So if it's in general, it's not in it's not in the past. It's in the simple present. Depresses me.
Okay, thank you.
You can say it in the past, changing the first word. In my last vacation, I visited, now that it's in simple past. In my last vacation, I visited places where sad things have happened, and that depressed me. Yes? Is that better?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
I want to take a picture, please. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Do you know why we're using that? Something like this. Let's do that. In my last vacation, I visited places where sad things have happened. First, this is a verb. A verb in simple past. Who is the subject? The subject is I visited places. But this can't be the subject because this thing is already one subject, one verb, and one object. So the elements are complete and they cannot function as another element in the same sentence. That's why we use a connector. That. What does that mean? That all of this is the relative clause that, and that is the subject to this verb. In my last vacation, I visited places where sad things have happened. That depressed me. Yes? Does that make sense? I hope it does. And if not, we're going to see it again, okay? Okay, continue, or actually, Leslie, no. Diana, can you give me another one, please?
With a different,
Please, different.
different verb.
Yeah, a different word.
Thank you.
Courage, exhaust, or relax.
Okay, maybe. Maybe when I go out.
Hmm?
No, 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 no. Mhm. Okay.
Would you guys like to work on it again and then we check it tomorrow?
I have a one sentence teacher
All
for
right,
encourage.
Diana, would you
Yes.
like Liliana to give her sentence first?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Liliana, please.
Thank you. What encouraged me is thinking in my next vacation.
What encourages me?
Using encourage like verb. What encourages
Encourages
with
me.
s encourages me is thinking in my next vacation.
Perfect, that is good. And that will be the verb side.
Like an adjective,
Sure.
the discounts in tickets were encouraging.
Okay, very good. That's an adjective. And the other?
And my other sentence, I was encouraged to climb the mountain.
Climb. Liliana. Liliana, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher. Yes. Yes,
Climb.
teacher. Climb.
Climb. Yeah, not
Climb.
clean. Climb.
Climb. Thank you, teacher. Climb.
All right, let's go ahead, guys, complete it. And when we tomorrow we'll check on this again, okay?
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
All right, very good. And let me finish this. Oh no, yes, I'll finish this. Nope. Let's review very quickly the last activity we did that, on Thursday. It's in your book. We finished this. I just want you to remember. In Rurrenabaque, Rob met up with Conrad, who had been there before. Complete the reported speech from the rest of Rob's blog. Add me where necessary. And we can take a boat trip on the river, on the Beni River tomorrow. So Conrad said, Do you remember, guys?
Let's say yeah, that we could.
We could take a boat trip.
Yes. Any river? Continue, guys. The following day. Do you have this on your books or you don't have it anymore?
I have on my notebook.
Very good. Let's go for number 2. He told,
Is it
Only-
correct? The next day, teacher?
huh? Can you repeat that?
It's so we will see.
After river is incorrect. The next day
No, the next day is also
for
correct.
tomorrow?
Tomorrow is
Okay,
incorrect.
thank you.
He told
No,
me
instead
that
of tomorrow, the next day.
Yeah, it's correct. What did you say, Eduardo?
Okay, thank you.
He told that we will see some amazing wildlife.
He told me. He told, the verb told. So it's me. He told me that we would see
Okay, that makes sense.
some amazing wildlife. Okay, number 3. He explained
saying that
That they had to
a day. No,
we had to
we
make a reservation
make
that
yes,
day.
that day. There you go. Number 4. He said that he saw some monkeys and that we think dolphins. Okay, number 5. Yes, number 5. He explained
Explain that people used to leave trash in the forest.
people usually no.
Used to.
Used to leave trash in the forest. Okay. 6. He told.
He told me
Yes, he told me that and the last one. 7. He said
said that we should
go on a guided tour. So we
could
could Now, of all of the things that Conrad said, what is the most interesting? To your opinion, this is your opinion. What is the most interesting thing Conrad said?
Um,
For
that
me, the first one.
the fourth, he said that he saw some monkeys and that we might
Perfect.
even
Number
see
4.
pink dolphins.
Number 4.
Number 4. What did you say, Eduardo?
In my opinion, is number one.
Number 1. Perfect. Is that it? What's the second most interesting?
Seven.
Very nice. Number 7. What's the third? The third most interesting.
Five.
Yeah, it's not interesting. That's sad.
I mean, it's like something what you mm, expect. Well, what you expect, but you don't want. Something like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Now close your books, please. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Yes, I am. I'm ready.
Very nice. Now, with your books closed, take turns remembering the things Conrad said. Who wants to go first?
Conrad said that he could take a trip, a boat next day.
Conrad said people used to leave trash in the forest.
Conrad said that we have to make a reservation that day.
Said he had seen monkeys.
What?
Conrad said he had seen monkeys.
And pink dolphins.
Can you repeat that sentence, please, Diana?
Conrad said that he saw some of monkeys and pink dolphins.
Okay. Very good. Anybody else? Anything else? No? Let's go for the next activity. You can open your books if you want to. Listening and speaking. More adventures in Bolivia. Okay, guys, what do you know about Bolivia? What can you do there? What can you do in Bolivia? Anybody knows?
Maybe climb the mountain.
Climb the mountain? Yes, very good. What else?
Sailing in a boat in the lake.
Okay, go sailing in a boat on a lake. Okay, very good. Listen, Natalie, another person, Natalie, talks about things you can do in Bolivia. Number the pictures 1 to 5. Are you ready?
Yes.
Teacher, what page is it, please?
100.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
What page is it? 108?
107.
107.
107. 107.
Perfect.
So yeah, I'm thinking about going to Bolivia next year. I've heard so many amazing things about the place, and I've always wanted to go. Ava said she wanted to come with me. She's been before, but she said she'd like to go again.
I didn't know Ava had been there before. I know she said she'd been to South America. She's always been fascinated by the place. So, Bolivia, huh?
Yeah. I mean, there's just so much to do. Ava said we should fly into La Paz first. She said it was an interesting city. She said it was fun just to walk around the markets. She spent a couple of days just looking at stuff. She said the local crafts were really impressive, like the hand-woven fabrics and everything.
And I've heard it's a beautiful country. You know, like outside of the city, I mean.
Yeah, Ava told me one of her favorite places was Lake Titicaca. She said we could take a boat ride on the lake. That sounded so relaxing.
Yeah.
And you can go to Eduardo Avaroa National Park and see all the volcanoes. Apparently, the views there are just stunning.
And there must be lots of great places to hike and everything too, right?
To be honest, I'm not big on hiking, though Ava said she'd been hiking in the mountains. Apparently, she went to Huayna Potosi. She said you can go hiking there. I think you have to be a pretty experienced hiker, though. I mean, it can be pretty challenging.
When are you going? I mean, will there be anything going on while you're there?
Yeah, we thought we'd go in February or March, around then. There's a big carnival in Oruro sometime then that Ava went to last time. She said she'd be happy to go to it again because it was so exciting. It, goes on for a week, and there's dancing and parades and food and everything. And they all wear costumes. It sounds fascinating.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
I heard that Bolivia has the world's most dangerous road. It runs from La Paz to the Amazon or something, so we could always take a bus ride along that. It's a really frightening trip, apparently. Ava said she was terrified. She said the roads were really narrow.
Gosh, that sounds like an exciting trip. I wish I was going.
Okay, guys. Now, what are your opinions? What do you think is number one?
La Paz.
Is number one?
Yes.
Right now, guys, share your opinions. Talk to each other. All right, Diana, Liliana, Leslie, and Eduardo, talk to each other and agree. What's number one? What's number two, three, four, and five, please?
Lake.
Okay. La
What
Paz
do you think is
number
number
1,
two?
Lake number 2, Titicaca.
Okay. Yeah, I think the same. And number three?
National Park.
Yeah. Number four?
Huayna Potosi.
Yes. And the last one?
Oruro.
Oruro.
I think the same as you.
Okay, guys, can you tell me, please, what's number two?
Lake
Lake Titicaca.
Number three.
Eduardo Avaroa.
Eduardo.
Eduardo Avaroa National Park.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it tricky? Number four?
Huayna Potosi.
Okay, number five.
Oruro.
Oruro. Very nice. Now, the next thing you gotta do is listen again and describe what you can do in each place. But the tricky thing is you can't use no more than 4 words. Are you ready?
Yes.
But before we do, let's try and remember, what can you do in La Paz? Remember, no more than 4 words.
Go to the market and buy craft.
All right, so let's see. Go to the market and buy crafts. Now, Let's count. Go is number, well, I'm gonna put it outside of the, so go is number 1, 2 is number 2, da is number 3, market number 4, and would be number
Okay,
5.
okay,
So from
okay.
then on, you can't use it. So go to the market.
Visit market, buy craft. Visit market, buy
All right.
craft.
This is market by craft. Very good. What can you do in number 2? Number 2, Lake Titicaca. What can you do there? All right, let's listen again and check. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
So, yeah, I'm thinking about going to Bolivia next year. I've heard so many amazing things about the place, and I've always wanted to go. Ava said she wanted to come with me. She's been before, but she said she'd like to go again.
I didn't know Ava had been there before. I know she said she'd been to South America. She's always been fascinated by the place. So, Bolivia, huh?
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much to do. Ava said we should fly into La Paz first. She said it was an interesting city. She said it was fun just to walk around the markets. She spent a couple of days just looking at stuff. She said the local crafts were really impressive, like the hand-woven fabrics and everything.
And I've heard it's a beautiful country. You know, like outside of the city, I mean.
Yeah, Ava told me one of her favorite places was Lake Titicaca. She said we could take a boat ride on the lake. That sounded so relaxing.
Yeah.
And you can go to Eduardo Avaroa National Park and see all the volcanoes. Apparently, the views there are just stunning.
And there must be lots of great places to hike and everything too, right?
To be honest, I'm not big on hiking, though Ava said she'd been hiking in the mountains. Apparently, she went to Huayna Potosi. She said you can go hiking there. I think you have to be a pretty experienced hiker, though. I mean, it can be pretty challenging.
When are you going? I mean, will there be anything going on while you're there?
Yeah, we thought we'd go in February or March, around then. There's a big carnival in Oruro sometime then that Ava went to last time. She said she'd be happy to go to it again because it was so exciting. It, goes on for a week, and there's dancing and parades and food and everything. And they all wear costumes. It sounds fascinating.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
And then I heard that Bolivia has the world's most dangerous road. It runs from La Paz to the Amazon or something, so we could always take a bus ride along that. It's a really frightening trip, apparently. Ava said she was terrified. She said the roads were really narrow.
Gosh, that sounds like an exciting trip. I wish I was going.
All right, guys, talk to your classmates. Agree on what things can you do in each place using no more than 4 words.
Okay, guys. I think have a number 1. I have walk around the market. What do you think?
In Lake Titicaca, take a boat, relaxed.
Yes, I should take a boat to the lake, but it's more than 4. So I'm not sure.
In the number 3, I have you can see volcanoes.
Let's see all the volcanoes. Yeah, I hear that.
Hiking.
Yeah, number 4, I hear hiking. What do you hear in the last one?
Okay, guys, would you like to listen again one more time, or do you have the answers?
One more time, please.
Yes, you want to listen one more time? Liliana, Eduardo, Diana?
Yes, please.
So, yeah, I'm thinking about going to Bolivia
Yes.
next. I've heard so many amazing things about the place, and I've always wanted to go. Ava said she wanted to come with me. She's been before, but she said she'd like to go again.
I didn't know Ava had been there before. I know she said she'd been to South America. She's always been fascinated by the place. So, Bolivia, huh?
Yeah. I mean, there's just so much to do. Ava said we should fly into La Paz first. She said it was an interesting city. She said it was fun just to walk around the markets. She spent a couple of days just looking at stuff. She said the local crafts were really impressive, like the hand-woven fabrics and everything.
And I've heard it's a beautiful country. You know, like outside of the city, I mean.
Yeah, Ava told me one of her favorite places was Lake Titicaca. She said we could take a boat ride on the lake. That sounded so relaxing.
Yeah.
And you can go to Eduardo Avaroa National Park and see all the volcanoes. Apparently, the views there are just stunning.
And there must be lots of great places to hike and everything too, right?
To be honest, I'm not big on hiking, though Ava said she'd been hiking in the mountains. Apparently, she went to Huayna Potosi. She said you can go hiking there. I think you have to be a pretty experienced hiker, though. I mean, it can be pretty challenging.
When are you going? I mean, will there be anything going on while you're there?
Yeah, we thought we'd go in February or March, around then. There's a big carnival in Oruro sometime then that Ava went to last time. She said she'd be happy to go to it again because it was so exciting. It, goes on for a week, and there's dancing and parades and food and everything. And they all wear costumes. It sounds fascinating.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
And then I heard that Bolivia has the world's most dangerous road. It runs from La Paz to the Amazon or something, so we could always take a bus ride along that. It's a really frightening trip, apparently. Ava said she was terrified. She said the roads were really narrow.
Gosh, that sounds like an exciting trip. I wish I was going.
Okay, guys. Once again, share your answers.
Hiking, number 4, hiking, it's a challenge. Hiking the mountain.
Yeah, hiking the mountain. In number 5, what do you have?
Carnival.
I have see a carnival.
Okay, so let's begin with number 1. What do you have for number 1?
Walk around the markets.
Walk around local markets. Okay, what about number 2?
A boat.
Take a boat.
Take a boat ride. Yeah, what do you have for number 3?
See you at the volcanoes.
See all the volcanoes. Very good. Number 4.
Hiking mountains.
Go hiking. And number 5.
Carnival.
See a carnival. There, are your answers good?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Do you have any questions?
No.
No? Very nice. Now, what interesting travel destinations have you been told about? Now we're going to talk about the stories your friends or family members have told you. Yes, you're going to share with us what your friends told you. For example, my friend Jose told me Cairo was a great place to go. He said the museums were fascinating. What about you?
My friend Catherine told me Disneyland was a fascinating place.
Very good, Leslie. That was awesome. Thank you, Leslie. Great. Somebody else or Leslie, continue with another one, however you want. Guys, can you please? Leslie said a very good example. Diana, Eduardo, Liliana, do you have anything? Nobody?
Teacher, that I told something, someone, or someone told me.
Someone told me, but can you be a bit more specific? My friend Jose, my friend Maria, my cousin Beto, my uncle Roberto, something like that.
Okay.
I'm expecting your comment, not to write it down. Just comment, share it, tell us, please.
Teacher is correct. My uncle told me Cancun wa, um, was was
Yeah,
an excellent place to go. He said he said that the city has changed so much.
yes, Liliana, but I want to tell you something. Here. We'll see. Number two, sentence number two, is talking about the future, right? That's why the
Oh,
thing
yeah.
will changes to would. Wait. I don't want to confuse you. It's the would. And the next number three says we must. Then must changes to had to. But these are temporary events. Okay, I saw. Number four, I saw some monkeys. So he said, I don't remember if we did this correctly, but he said he had seen. So these momentary events change, yes? Will to would, must to, had to, saw to, had seen. They are momentary. What do you do with the permanent events?
Past tense, change to past continue. Past, past
Permanent
perfect.
events don't change. Permanent events remain the same. So my uncle told me Cancun is. Does that make sense? One more time. My uncle told me Cancun what did you say? A fascinating place? Great place? Amazing place? What did you say, Liliana?
Um, was
Huh? Ah, Liliana.
was an excellent place to go.
Excellent. An excellent place to go to. There. Now, Cancun, excellent place. Momentary or a permanent state? What would that be?
Permanent.
Permanent. Yes. So we have momentary versus permanent. Now, if it's permanent, it doesn't change. So if he said in simple present is, you say is. My uncle told me Cancun is an excellent place to, oh my gosh, what did I do? An excellent place to go. Why? Because it's a permanent state, it's a permanent situation. So it's a different situation, okay?
Yes, teacher. And the other
Yes.
sentence, he
Which
said
one?
that the city
Yeah, continue.
was no was changed so much.
Was changed? No. If you want to tell me was changed, oh my gosh, is that this was changed has a peculiar meaning. And if you want to use the simple past, then you have a specific date and a specific moment in time to use the simple past.
Has changed.
Has changed. There. Very good. Thank you very much. Somebody else, please? Eduardo or Leslie? No, Leslie, you already told me one, right? Eduardo or Diana? No. All right. Let's continue with the next one. Can you please close your books? Let's begin the next one. There. Lesson B. I never travel without it. What do you see, guys, in the picture?
Plane.
Plane. Perfect. Do you like taking trips?
Yes.
Plane is taking off.
What do you take when you go on a trip and why?
Clothes.
Sunscreen.
Yes.
Money.
Um, camera or cell phone to take pictures. A hat. It's very important.
Uh,
A hat.
Look at the pictures and why do you think people might take these things on a trip? So what is the first thing you see here?
an, an eye mask.
Eye mask and
Earplugs.
next, what do you see?
Flashlight.
Next,
Shampoo and conditioner.
correct. Next,
And then candle.
and the candles. Next,
Family photos.
and the last one.
Green tea.
Okay, now why do you think people might take these things on a trip? Why?
An
Maybe
eye mask
eye mask
and
and
earplugs when they go by airplane or the bus.
yes, when they want to sleep.
Okay. Flashlight.
Flashlight, maybe.
Okay. What about shampoo and conditioner?
I people need people need shampoo and conditioner to have a shower.
Okay. Send the candles.
Maybe they
I
want to
I don't travel with
relax.
a scent.
Family photos.
I don't travel with family photos.
But why do you think people might take these things? Why do you think people might take these things on a trip?
Remember?
What?
Or to remember the family.
To remember the family? Okay. Green tea?
To relax.
Yes,
Relax?
relax.
Very nice. All right. No books. Please close your books. Tell me what is the first thing? What are the first couple of things in the picture?
An eye mask and
And what else?
I don't remember that it starts with ear. I don't remember the food.
Somebody else? Nobody? What is this?
Flashlight.
Flashlight. This?
Shampoo and conditioner.
Next.
Sandal candle.
The sense
Family photo. Green tea.
So the only one that is missing are these little things. What are they?
Eye mask. No, that's not, I don't know.
earplugs.
Very nice. Now let's try on this again. What was here?
Eye mask, earplug,
Mask and earplug.
Here,
flashlight.
Flashlight. Conditioner and shampoo.
Flashlight.
Set and candle. Family photo. Green tea.
notebook, right, Diana?
Yeah, notebook.
Notebook,
Green
perfect.
tea.
Green tea, yes, Liliana, perfect. There they
My
are.
book is closed.
Very good, Diana. Thank you. It's okay, thank you.
Look that.
Now, we asked 6 experienced travelers what special items they take with them on a trip. So let's read the comments and complete the information. People I meet often ask me whether I'm married or have kids. So I always have a few, what?
Family photos.
A few what?
A few family photos.
Family photos.
Photos. Okay, next. Can you read please, Diana? The next one.
I find traveling so exhausting. A friend told me to try.
What?
Green tea. Green
It
tea.
energizes you. I always take someone with me
Okay.
now.
Now complete the rest, please. Let's have 2 minutes for this. Complete them and then compare answers. Are you finished, guys?
Yes.
Compare your answers, please.
Okay, what do you have in the number 3?
Scented candle.
What?
Scented candle.
I think Sunny Candle is in the number 4 because in the number 3 it's talking about sleep. So maybe an eye mask, the other thing, but I can remember the name. What do you think?
What is the number 4?
Number 4, I have a sense candle. And you? What do you have in number 4?
Always have scent candle. Okay.
Okay. And in number 5,
A flashlight.
Yes, a flashlight. And the last one?
Shampoo and
Shampoo and conditioner.
Yes.
Very good. Now, listen and check.
Page 108. Lesson B. I never travel without it. 1. Grammar in context. B. Read the article. Complete each comment with one of the items above. We asked 6 experienced travelers what special items they take with them on a trip.
People I meet often ask me whether I'm married or have any kids, so I always have a few family photos to show them.
Carl, Los Angeles.
I find traveling so exhausting. A friend told me to try green tea. It energizes you. I always take some with me now.
Hugo, Mexico City.
My coworker wanted to know if I had any tips for sleeping better in hotel rooms. I advised her to take an eye mask and earplugs. I always carry them with me.
Cherry, New York.
People often ask me why I always take a scented candle with me when I travel. It makes a hotel room feel more like home.
Heywan, Seoul.
My sister asked me to lend her a flashlight for a road trip she was taking. Up until then, it had never occurred to me how useful it could be, especially if you go out at night and there are no streetlights. So now, I always take one with me.
Erkan, Istanbul.
My own favorite shampoo and conditioner. A friend of mine who's a hairstylist told me not to use the ones that you find in cheap hotels. They can damage your hair.
Raquel, San Juan.
Excellent, guys. So what is number 1?
Family photos.
Family photos, that's correct. Number 2?
Tea.
Green tea. Number 3?
An eye mask and earplugs.
Perfect. Good job. Number 4?
Scent candle.
What? Number 4? Can you repeat, please?
scent candle.
Scented candles. Very good. Number 5.
Flashlight.
And number 6?
Shampoo and conditioner.
Shampoo and conditioner. Guys, we are finished for today. I was trying to complete this activity before we left. Do you have any questions?
No.
No? Perfect. How was the class?
Good.
It was good. Yeah.
Okay. Did you learn something new today?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Awesome. What? Can you share a little bit about what you learned new today?
Well, actually more about vocabulary in general and about the adjectives and verbs.
The adjectives and verbs. Perfect. There you go, sir. Ladies, what about you? Oh, Liana is not here. Oh, it's okay. Okay, thank you very much. Diana, Eduardo, Leslie, thank you so much. If you don't have any questions, we'll continue tomorrow.
Tomorrow, teacher.
See you tomorrow, teacher.
See you tomorrow,
See you,
guys. Bye. Bye, teacher. Have a good night.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.